The topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debbie Changes Lives. I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health and mindset issues and create a custom, natural, holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I can certainly make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and have kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power, and it's been over 12 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain. And I have done 8 half marathons so far. Mindset is the key to lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I guide them to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing health, releasing weight efficiently when needed, and enhancing your mindset. With my clients, I help them recognize that their thoughts, feelings, and emotions drive their actions and results. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. That's why it's crucial to have a positive mindset in life. It's also imperative to manage your emotions, especially the low vibrational ones like fear, frustration, and doubt, because all they're going to do is slow you down and get you stuck physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Like a hot air balloon that has balances, I help my clients uplift to a happier, better, healthier life. In turn, they are releasing their stress and reshaping their core beliefs. And you will see and feel the differences in my coaching programs. Ask me about them. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. That's DebiChangesLive as in Victory ES.com/Linktree LINKTREE. And I will guide you to that better, happier, healthier life with custom natural solutions unique to you in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And I have a new podcast collaborative. And it's called Vibe Up Your Mind, Body, and Soul. It's with me, your certified holistic health coach, and 3 ladies in the energetic wellness realm. Denise Cabiote, Evelyn Mothers, and Jane Frey. We all have our own topics. You will learn and be fascinated how mind, body, sound, energy, and emotions unite, and sound, unite together for holistic practices to elevate wellness, restore balance, and direct you to your true potential. Now, this is on Saturday on December 6th at 2 p.m. Now, you can watch my previous episode with these ladies where we talked about what we do and introduced our event at bit.ly/holistically with a WH, Vibe Up Your Mind, Body, and Soul, all as one word. And for more information, pricing, and to sign up, you'll go to this site, https://muscletuners.ca/mind-body-soul. Join us. You will learn so much. Now, I truly believe that health is wealth, and the two work hand in hand. Today, I'm thrilled to have Amanda Taylor, the founder of Expand Your Empire. Amanda is a business and wealth strategist, author, speaker, and a host of Expand Your Empire podcast. She's on a mission to empower women to own their wealth and worth. And through her company, Expand Your Empire, Amanda helps women to turn income into influence, to also profits into power, and building businesses, scalable businesses, lasting for financial confidence. Her work blends not only soul, but also strategy, and showing how wealth is not just money. It's about freedom, impact, and legacy. So let's welcome. Oh, first of all, let's just we'll be discussing how she reveals holistic wealth power for women. So now let's welcome Amanda Taylor, the founder of Expand Your Empire. Amanda, welcome to my show.
Hey, Debbie, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here too. So, with me, I'm that certified holistic health coach, and that's with the WH, because I am upliving someone's whole health, mind, body, and soul. And what does holistic wealth mean to you, and how is it different from traditional financial planning and business coaching?
I am probably the furthest you're going to find from a traditional financial advisor because I'm not licensed. I don't sell any financial products. I'm a product of my own situation and education, as most entrepreneurs are, just like you. I found myself in a situation. I learned everything I could, and here I am wanting to share that with everyone else. I didn't have what I needed, so I found it and I learned it, and now I want to share it with others. But it's just like you said, mind, body, and soul. And so many traditional financial advisors, it's about money. It's about a bottom line. It's about a return on investment. And it's about this, masculine bro culture of just creation and hoarding and greed. And, wealth has a pretty bad name because of it. And I'm coming in to really change the paradigm of what it means to be wealthy, especially as women who for centuries have just not been in those conversations, not been in those rooms, and not been educated that way. So I do believe that it is mind, body, and soul. It is a holistic experience when you get into money, because it all starts with the internal stories and mindset that we have before we even get into tactical strategies on investing. So it starts with the internal work first, for sure.
That's funny, because mindset is powerful, and it's everything, actually, even when it comes to health. And, when someone falters, that means they have some form of fear, frustration, and doubt going on, and it could be just sprinkling of it,
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to stop them and slow them down, just like I said in my intro. And it's going to activate that fear center, that sympathetic nervous system, who's going to start, putting you into survival mode. I mean, it was meant for a tiger chasing you. That we're not being chased with money, right? We're not being chased with, we might be kind of upset about a certain health condition. I mean, quite a bit. I'm not going to say kind of.
Yeah.
But my whole point, because it could be life-threatening. But if you handle it in a different way, take a deep breath and tune into your parasympathetic nervous system, it's going to get you through it.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to think a lot more clearly. So, and that's what I do, is I help people tune into that so they can move forward. Now, how do the mindset identity and also the nervous system regulations, since I kind of went through that, influence a person's capability to earn, keep, and grow wealth?
It's exactly what you said about the mindset. The statistic, I won't get it exactly correct, but over 90% of Americans report stress about money. I mean, that you talk about stress and that nervous system response. We are chronically stressed about money. And when you talk about the overall mindset work and the worth that we have as individuals, period, the money stories that we grew up with, either spoken in our families or just expressed, have shaped how we think about money, what we think we deserve, whatever scarcity mindset we have, whether subconscious or conscious. And there's so much nuance to it. So you can see cycles repeat in someone's life if they have this belief that they are bad with money. Then they will create habits that prove that to themselves. And then they're like, see, I'm bad with money. So they just create this cycle of repeating those behaviors, and it's this self-fulfilling prophecy. And if we can do that mindset change, if we can work on shifting those beliefs, if we start telling, believing that we are good with money and seeking out that evidence, and then repeating those behaviors and building those habits and reinforcing that belief, that's where it starts. And I think so much of it has very little to do, like I said, with where you invest, how you invest, how much you invest. And it really comes into what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your capability with money. Another thing, women especially, we are 25% more likely to say, I don't know, if we're asked a question about finance. But if you remove I don't know from the options, we get it right 80% of the time. So there's just so much confidence that we are lacking when it comes to this, because we've either been told or we're telling ourselves that we're not good at it, that it's not our space to play in. But it's all starts with our own worth, our own mindset, our own beliefs about ourselves and about money.
Yes, and unfortunately, it goes down to our childhood and how our parents. My parents, grew up in the Great Depression. I've mentioned this before on the show. And so they have a completely different idea of mindset and what money is. And they kind of installed us. Money is not grown on trees, that type of thing. And plus, they didn't even think about, investing in life insurance or any other type of vehicle, so to speak, except for bonds, maybe. But that's about it, And so a lot of people these days don't really understand all these different vehicles they can invest in. And if they're good, if they're, kind of shaky, I think the stock market goes up and down way too much, in my opinion. And so, people have that fear factor going on. And yes, it is in their belief system. And it's something that if they already say, I'm bad with money, well, one thing is awareness. They're aware they're bad with money, but they need to reshape the way they operate on that and pivot. Okay, I just said I'm bad with money. So how I'm going to do something that's going to be good. Right?
Right. It's changing habits, changing patterns, recognizing, like you said, awareness. Mm-hmm. And even awareness of that money story. Like, who gave it to you? Is this mine? Is it true? Where did this come from? Mm-hmm. My grandparents were depression, which they passed that on to my parents. And I have my own money beliefs from my parents about what you have to do to have money. Everybody has a different story, whether it's familial, cultural, religious. It is deep and wide and varied across all kinds of class and gender and everything, culture. So it really starts with that awareness and really looking at it from a different perspective of, is this true and is it mine? And then how can I reshape not only my internal beliefs, my internal language, but my behaviors as a result of that.
Yeah. And I'm a coach, you're a strategist. So what you do is we actually see this going on and kind of go, well, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
You just hit it.
Yeah.
And you help them recognize it. So that's what
I tell everybody, you can't read the label from inside the jar. So if you've got somebody that it's such a struggle for you, but somebody with the expertise and the know-how looking at it from the outside, they just one look at it and they can be like, I can tell you exactly what to do. I can tell you exactly what to do. And it's so reassuring because you're too close to it and you've been in
Yes,
it for so long. You need someone from the outside to tell you just a little shift can make such a huge difference. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So when it comes to mistakes, well, no one's perfect. People make mistakes. And it's a learning moment, actually, if they do make a mistake. But what are the most common mistakes that high achieving women and entrepreneurs make when trying to build wealth? And why do they get stuck?
What I've seen, and I've done a lot of research in this because I was trying to figure it out, right? Is we're earning, especially women, right? We are now earning more than we ever have. We have more degrees than men. We are starting businesses more frequently than men. We are getting, starting companies. Like, this is a thing. We are more than any time in history. We've got this ability and control and this opportunity to have so much. We're the breadwinners, the majority in America. Like, this is happening. And yet we have less than a third of ownership of global wealth. Why is that? It is because we have been taught this whole time, go out, hustle, earn, make money. You've got to make money to be in those rooms with those people. And it's all about the earning and not about the owning. And so we haven't been taught about the ownership, about the equity, and about all the ways to make our money work for us so that we don't have to. If everything is dependent on our hours, our time, our energy, then that's not wealth. That is grind. And that is going to cause issues that you have to come in, Debbie, and clean up because people are
stressed. Yeah,
they're stressed, they're burned out, they're exhausted, they're not taking care of their physical health, right?
exactly.
Because
Because cortisol and everything else, right?
exactly. So it is all intertwined, I'm telling you. And so if we're in this constant hustle and earning culture, it will never be enough, right? Because we've got rising costs, healthcare, housing. I'm a proud Gen Xer. I mean, here we go, Def Leppard. For anybody listening, I'm wearing a Def Leppard t-shirt. I'm a proud Gen Xer, and our retirement is abysmal. The average Gen Xer has less than $140,000 saved for retirement. And they say we need 1.26 million. So we're out there earning, but we're not doing anything with it. And our parents, our grandparents had different opportunities. They had different programs, and those are not there for us. So,
Right.
I hate to say it, nobody's coming to save us. So we've got to think of things a different way. And that is why the education has to shift. Nobody's teaching us this stuff anywhere, but
Yeah.
it really has to be about strategy, tools, leverage on how to make your money work for you, not you work for it.
Exactly. And yeah, our parents had a different way of living. They, they had a lot of growth potential. And, I'm the last of the baby boomers. So anyways, the baby boomers are actually probably going to have made a lot more money than if you think about our children are going to make.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really sad. I actually have, a college student who is getting ready to graduate soon. And so the job market is not really there for him, even though he's, studying aerospace engineering and music performance. He already decided that music performance is not going to do it. So he's an aerospace engineer too.
Jeez.
He's a brainiac. What can I say?
Yeah.
But he's also decided to get a master's degree because of everything that's going on right now.
Yeah.
We cannot, one thing we can't control is way the money market is going, the way the world is going. We can't control someone blowing up on us. You can only control how you react to it. And because every little thing can spark stress and elevate your health and make it worse. And it's important to own what you can really control. Own what you can do with your finances. with your health. Oh, you can do it with relationships, right?
Right.
So it's really important to pay attention to that these days, because we're not living the lifestyle our parents did. And our kids are not going to live lifestyle that we've lived.
No.
So we all are going to be evolving in a different way. I mean, the phone situation, oh my goodness, it's causing relationship issues, in my opinion, text messaging and everything else. So you can just possibly imagine.
Yeah.
So now everybody wants to hear about this one. How do you help your clients bridge the full ecosystem from revenue to real wealth, so that they're not only making money, but they're also building assets and long-term security?
Yeah. I started my journey accidentally as a real estate investor. I was in dentistry. Like, that was the furthest thing from my mind. And that's a story for another episode. But when I got into it and I learned everything I could, and I found out this was like, you could do this, you can make money doing this. This is amazing. And fast forward, I started a business development company, which that seemed out of left field too. But what it really was is an opportunity to take this group of hardworking people that this country was founded on, entrepreneurs and small business owners, that less than 13% of them have any exit plan, any strategy, any retirement, because they got into this business to be their own boss and to do great things and have this freedom. But they're working more hours than they were before, and they're usually have more month than money. It's a struggle to own your own business and to be an entrepreneur. And because of that, we created this program to not only, let's come in, let's streamline your business, let's automate some things, let's get you the funding and the capital that you need to be successful in your business, and get your profit margins right, your cash flow, so that those numbers are operating efficiently and you're putting more money in your pocket every month. And then, how are we strategically investing those profits outside of your business to grow and protect your wealth? Because let's see, 80% of the businesses listed for sale never sell. And of those that do, they sell for less than half. So if you are building this business and growing it over here and reinvesting all of your profits back into it in the hopes that one day this will be your golden goose, this will be your retirement. So how do we then teach strategies to where we're growing both at the same time? And that is something, like you said, the stock market's crazy, right? Self-employed people don't have 401ks. I don't have an employer contributing to my retirement account. So we're teaching these strategies that don't rely on the S&P 500. That we can do. People have so many options for investing to grow and protect their wealth that have nothing to do with the actual stock market. And my goal is, I don't care what you invest in, I just want you investing. And I want you to know what options you have, what kind of liquidity is available to you, what your risk tolerance is, and what aligns with your values. And as long as you know that and you feel comfortable with what you're doing and you can just make the baby steps, then we can build your business and build your wealth.
Okay, so you help them review everything, right? What they can do, and you show them where they could be more profitable and maybe spend less here.
Yeah, let's get your business aligned and your profits. Yeah.
And so do you also help them decide whether maybe should I do this program or that program, if they want to do something different with their services or business?
Yeah, even in the business, like same as you can't read the label from inside the jar. If you've been doing the same programs, maybe we come in and we repackage some of your services. Maybe we add an additional revenue stream. Maybe this one product that you've been selling for years needs to be either bundled in with something else or revamped. Like, there's so much strategy that comes in with running a business to help you work less and make more. And sometimes it just takes that outside perspective, that outside expertise to see how to do that in the most efficient way and leverage the right tools and loans and credit and all these ways to help you get an on-ramp to really scale that business and put, like I said, take more money home each month.
Yeah, or at least you probably help them decide what portion to keep for the retirement.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about what buckets fit what area of your life and for how long, and let's automate all these things so you don't even have to think about it.
That's cool. That's really cool. So if somebody wants to shift the true wealth creation, and what are some first practical steps for them to take internally and externally?
Internally is to know that everyone deserves to be wealthy. I mean, we should all be millionaires because in my belief, if we all have money, we can all change the world. Mm-hmm. And that is my ultimate goal. I'm building an army of women who want to change the world with their wealth. When women have money, we invest in communities, we collaborate, we do great things. And so that is what I want to see in the world. And as far as, practical steps, that's owning your worth, stepping into your power, learning the power of negotiation, whether you're a business owner or an employee, to charge your worth, all of those things that are the internal pieces. And then, practically in your day-to-day life, my number one thing, if you do nothing else and take nothing from this episode, if your money is sitting in a traditional bank savings account, get it out. It's being eaten away by inflation if it's just sitting there. We need to, if you do nothing else, put it in a high yield savings account. That's my bottom line. If you do nothing else, do that. Because I remember when I first started noticing this, I was like, that's it? 1 year, and that's all the interest I earned in this account. And that was it was like an infomercial. There has got to be a better way. I went searching after that. I was like, this can't be and I didn't want to put it in the stock market because you're right. The volatility of that just terrifies me. And so that's when I went out in search of something else. And that's when I found so much opportunity by teaching myself these things. So that bank savings account is being eaten away by inflation every day. I'll just say that.
That really sucks.
I know. It's scary to think of because inflation's at 6% and you're getting like 0.1% interest on your bank savings account.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
Now, when it comes to the nitty gritty, so to speak, you were talking about how you help people negotiate and how to be more confident, more powerful. Mm-hmm. How do you help them in that certain way? Not all women are negotiators. Some of them are. I'm a great bargainer, but some people are not negotiators. So how do you help them?
I was just in New York at a speaking event I spoke at, and another woman there was a negotiator, like high stakes, life and death negotiator. And she spoke to us and she said, have you ever had to get your kid to eat their vegetables? You're a negotiator. I mean, we all do it, whether we acknowledge it or not. So you just did the same thing of saying, well, I'm not good with money. I can't do that. You can, and you do. It's just building that muscle. And that does come down to knowing what you have to offer, believing in yourself. That is that mindset thing again. I remember when I was working for someone else and having to ask for a raise, I was mortified. And now I look back on it, I'm like, why? I was working my tail off. I was producing for them. I had every right to ask for this raise. It was well within the, standard of practice for that role and, all of these things. But we're so afraid of what? Of being told no?
Well, I think it's afraid of not knowing how to do it, maybe.
That's true.
And being more efficient at it. And you know what? It's best not to worry about the outcome because most likely you're going to get it. And when you have that doubt and the fear, it's kind of like, well, how do I figure this out? But everything is figure outable.
And yeah, exactly. And less than 3% of venture capital is going to female-owned businesses. And I had to start and ask, I'm like, well, are they asking? I don't doubt that there's some other stuff going on there, but are we asking? And that is a key. Are we asking? Because most of the time, if you ask, you'll be surprised at the answer you get. The fear comes before it.
Yeah, it's interesting. 80% of, network marketers are women.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, booming at that industry. And the reason being is that they're not afraid to ask.
Yeah.
And so that's what we need to be more like, is not afraid to ask. Sometimes I ask questions constantly. It can be irritating to somebody, but that's the only way you can find out and delve into what they need or what's going on. And it's not in a way that you're criticizing them. It's just that you need information.
It's all about curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come at it from curiosity, you're just seeking to understand and seeking to learn. And I think people can judge that pretty quickly versus something else.
Exactly. Because we as women just love to help others. It's just part of our nature.
Mm-hmm.
We as women are a person that doesn't want to be pushy and bossy. It's part of our nature. And it doesn't mean standing up for yourself as being bossy.
Mm-hmm. We've been told that it is, though.
Yeah, I know, but we're told that. And some men may see you that way. Well, that's their problem, not yours. It's the way they were brought up. And you just got to remember that you need to be true to yourself, tune into your intuition and how you feel about something. I use this quote all the time. It's from Steve Jobs. You got to trust in yourself, your intuition, or even karma, because that's how you get things done. And that's my whole point, is those are the things that you need to trust into and see deep down your side what you can do for yourself and others. And as women, we want to help each other. We want to see us grow, because, and I don't know, my mom was a teacher, that it was a teacher or nurse when my mom grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was very good at it. She was multilingual. So it was amazing how many languages she could speak.
Wow.
But my whole point was, we have a broad range of things we can do. And that's why, startups and women-owned businesses are the thing to go to right now. We kind of, because we are a minority in a way, we do get that special attention. That's fine. But don't let that special attention make you think you are not just like anybody else. And I'm not even a man, okay? Because we operate in a different way.
Yeah. You talk about frequency, and I had to learn this for myself. I was raised by a mother who had very masculine energy, and it was all alpha, all work, hardcore. And to learn a different frequency of, and not to be different, and people, I'm a feminist, and I learned that I'm a feminist, and I got a whole keynote about being a feminist in the wake of financial freedom and all of these things, but it's not in a male bashing sense, and we want to take over men or take men's place. That has nothing to do with it. I am more interested in women stepping into their power, regardless of the other gender or whatever, the other energy. We are just stepping into our natural abilities, our natural power. You talked about intuition. Intuition is a strategy when it comes to investing. Women outperform men in their portfolios. Why? Because they have intuition. And that is science. That's not woo-woo. That is proven science. Our right brain and left brain talk to each other, men's don't. And for some reason, we see things in longer term. We understand things better. We don't get that shiny object syndrome that they do when we're trading. It's a small percentage that we outperform, but compounded over time, that makes a big difference. And I'm not saying we're better. I'm just saying we're different.
We're different. Exactly. Well, what do you have for your offer for my audience today?
We've been talking about worth and how we have to do it. I have a 7-day financial confidence challenge, because it doesn't matter what I teach you about, investing in crypto or stocks or precious metals. You have to believe that you are worthy of wealth, and that you can hold on to wealth, and that you can create wealth for yourself. So my 7-day financial confidence challenge is just a workbook with some journal prompts, and just really digging into your money story, what you believe about money, what you were taught, and how to change your views on that. So that is what I'm offering to your audience. I think it's a great start for anybody who has been fearful of money, doesn't want to talk about money, but knows that they want to step into learning more about money. It's the perfect starter.
Well, I think I'm very interested in trying it out. I mean, it's kind of similar to what my free offer at the end of the show is. But I'm going to check it out. This is a great offer, Amanda. So you're such a wonderful guest today. I got to admit that we had a really great conversation. And would you like to be a guest again?
I would love to.
Okay, fantastic. So please stick around for closing remarks. You have some time back when I finish doing the things I need to talk about now.
Great.
Okay, great. So remember, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I start off with your gut and also with your mindset. But I can also help you with blood sugar, hormones, bone and joint, brain and heart, immunity. I help people from anxiousness up to athletes, because I guide you to clean, toxin-free foods and high-quality essential nutrient products that reduce symptoms. You'll feel better, possibly release some weight like I did. I released additional 20 pounds that got up to 70. And it's going to put your mood when you feel better, won't it? And with my mindset coaching, I help you release your stress, your emotions, the entanglements from the past. You are reshaping your core beliefs during that whole process, and your mindset will be more enhanced. With my health optimization and weight release, your body is going to be more efficient. So that's the mind-body connection that makes your heart and soul sing. So ask me about my program. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. That's DebiChangesLives as in Victory ES.com/Linktree, LINKTREE. And there I get to know you, you get to know me, and I will guide you to your optimal health. And does begin with a couple assessments. The first assessment is actually complimentary. It's the health evaluation, where you rate your symptoms the last 30 days in 4 categories of health. Some questions overlap to multiple categories, so answer them all, and you'll get a baseline score. I review it with you. And when you're ready, I create that custom natural holistic strategy for you, and we'll monitor this on a monthly basis to see your progress. I also have 2 different body Zyto scans. And I prefer to do Zyto's Visera Link, because I can do it remotely and internationally. I've actually sent it to South Africa and Australia. Visera Link is a transdermal optical imaging app. I send a link to your phone, and you scan your face for 30 seconds. It's going right through your skin to look at blood flow for components of energetic, functional, emotional, and different body systems and lifestyles. The emotional one is such a hidden gem. It creates a wellness report, not a diagnosis, of biomarkers out of range and products and services that bring it back into range. It's quite intensive, so I review it with you. The cost of this scan is $75. When you move forward with a product or a program, you get a $20 credit toward it. And that Visera Link, which is also considered a transdermal optical imaging app, also known as TOI, you can look up its accuracy with those terms at pubmed.gov. That's PUBmed.gov, and see how accurate it is. I also offer a family pack of 5 scans where you save $50. Now, people are really amazed what their body tells them in the scan, and you'll be too. Curious? Either you can ask me questions on my consultation site, or just get the scan done and see what everyone's talking about. And also on the site are my programs. Take Your Body Back is my 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you're going to become a new person. And what it is that during those 12 weeks, the first session is private to you because I actually help you go over your health assessments, which is private to you. I'm a certified HIPAA practitioner. I give you a choice of 3 different programs and directions on one. And I give you a choice of how to create a new you and an avatar board that will drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational goals. And with the rest of the coaching, whether it's group or private, is the same. We'll be celebrating our wins. I'll be showing you how to use your boards, and I'll be guiding you over to guests with health and mindset tips. You will become a new you. You can ask me questions about this program on my consultation. And right now, it's 20% off until the end of the year. Both the individual, which is a private, or the group programs are 20% off. You just need to reach out to me to get that discount. Now, if you're doing yourself for Why Fast, it's an intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and turn business your metabolism with rich, dense nutrition and high quality essential nutrients, and a program of exercise and recipes. Here at the consultation, you can ask me questions. Remember that intermittent fasting repairs your cells, reduces inflammation, and gives you mental clarity. But you may feel like you need some coaching, so there's a 2 and 4 week program to get you started. And after that, if you want to pay for more coaching, that's up to you. You can also use these smaller programs for mindset enhancement and weight and health optimization, but truly, those journeys are longer and the bigger programs are more efficient for you. An income novel for you, but I can also create a custom program for you as well. Now, I have some more offers here. If you're a woman ages 30 to 100 who are in the pause, perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause, there's a new complete women's health system called HOPE. I didn't think I had any symptoms anymore being in postmenopause, but I do. I do have some digestive issues that are being resolved. And I noticed it within the first 7 days of taking these products. And it's probably due to the probiotic in there. And there's also a product called Life Balance that helps reduce the symptoms for those hormone issues. And also there is something to help you age gracefully, which is called Rejuvenate. I also have another product series for people that want to release weight, who are, thinking about using that medication, that GLP-1 medication. Well, this is a natural approach to the GLP. Now, everybody has a GLP hormone. I just want to let you know. But the YGY GLP 30-day system is all natural. You won't have any side effects. And there's 3 products in that too. There is something called Elevate, which is a shot you drink for 10 days. There's 10 bottles. So you drink 1 bottle a day. And then for the rest of the 20 days, you drink Activate. That's going to activate and elevate your GLP hormone so you will crave less and release weight. And every day you're going to be drinking a daily fiber drink. And that's going to help regulate you and release toxins and waste a lot more efficiently than the other thing does. All you need to do is ask me questions about it on my link tree. Also, I have Debi's coaching chats, which is a complimentary, you can go to the next slide, complimentary 30-minute coaching session in an intimate group setting. It's not recorded. It's based on a survey's topic. And this is on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, but you do need to be registered for it. That is at DebiChangesLives.com. That's DebiChangesLive as in victory, ES.com. /chats, and you'll learn what my coaching is all about. Finally, learn more about alternative health services, products, programs, and offers. As well as other things as well as going into another segue. But anyways, I'll get back to that. But you're going to be learning about alternative health. But what you want to do is you want to record your gratitude, feelings, thoughts, and emotions, and also the food, water, and supplements you take on a daily basis. And through this, you can even track your measurements. And then you want to also celebrate your wins. and find your gaps to work on. Now, you do need to subscribe to my newsletter, which is at debbichangeslives.com/radio TV show to get this giveaway. And as well as if you need to get over your gaps, you contact from your coaching. So this journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I am certain that you found this show educational, eye-opening, and enjoyed it. Reach out to me for my services, products, programs, and offers. And reach out to Amanda for her wonderful service and her wonderful free offer. Do we have time for Amanda to come back? So do you have a closing remark you want to say?
When you talk about all of the things that you offer, and when I'm talking about money, people would look at it and say, oh, those have nothing to do with each other. But I'll tell you, they have everything to do with each other. Because I say wealth is a full body experience. It's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's physical. It all connects. And if you don't have one of the pieces of the puzzle, then it's incomplete. So yes, all of this works in tandem to give you freedom. And that financial freedom is just one piece of that whole puzzle. So it does all work together, and nothing works in a silo. So I think they're absolutely related.
Yeah, and that's why I say health is wealth and wealth is health.
It is. And yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm very physically active. I care very much about my health and wellness. And I'm like, if you're not doing that, yet you're trying to be wealthy, what are you doing it for? To pay for your long-term care, for your nursing home experience? Like, that's not what we're doing this for, right? We want to live our lives and enjoy it, and for as long as we're here. So
yeah, because both of them make a big impact on our life.
Yeah.
You need to take care of yourself. You only have one body.
Yeah.
You need to take care of how you think about yourself. And also, you want to make life a little easier on yourself, right?
Yes.
So be in the flow. You don't need to be bossy and pushy and do things as a woman. You can get what you want just being in the flow.
Yes.
And that's all being in tune to your mind, body, and soul.
Absolutely.
And that's where I get a lot of my creativity as well. So I love that you're a guest today, and we'll get together again.
Yeah.
And right now, I guess I'm going to close out the show, even though we have a few more minutes. Unless you have something else you want to say.
I did have something. I just think, women are told all the time to shrink their expenses. I'll say this.
Okay,
like,
fine.
if you want to be financially free, you have to shrink. Don't buy that daily latte. Don't buy that other pair of shoes. Don't go on that trip. But real financial freedom was never built on shrinking. I mean, we have to expand. We have to grow our wealth. And as an entrepreneur, I will say, keep the latte, go build another revenue stream, or go get another cash flowing asset. Like, let's not shrink anymore. So that'll be my closing thought.
Or alternate, because that latte is not going to help you out.
Yes. Or
but anyways, you can alternate it. Treat yourself. I'm not saying you don't treat yourself. So
say expenses wise,
Yes.
Really
so Amanda, thank you for being on my show. So continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.